Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And today we are in the Bormann Performance Western Star 6900 with quad steer. It's a 8x4 chassis. And when the light comes up a bit, we didn't take too long a trip here. I'll tell you why, because we're going to look. I got, 1, 2, 3, 5 of these trucks from Borman's the other day in a sale, and I'm going to show them to you. And we'll talk about it a bit on the way. So we're at Murray's Cotton outside of Victoria. Got to go up and do all this whoop-de-doo around here and get on over to Mary's Cotton out this way. They're calling it Fort Stockton, I think. Oh, San Antonio, maybe. Yeah. So anyway, let's see how we get on. It's 257 miles, so we'll have lots of time to look at the other trucks and this one in some detail. Because as you can see here, it's got a lot to look at. But, you know, we're going to go over it, the good and the bad. Oh, shoot, I didn't put beacons on this thing. Oh, we don't really need them. We're not that wide. Would have been good to see what they look like. Cargo's not too heavy, 77,000. This is their trailer as well. Now it's going to be a handful, I think, because look at how long the neck on the Jeep is. It's like, let me get under a light here. Does it have an extension on it that's flipped down? Or is it just that long? No, it's just that long. So, you know, you could easily have a tri-drive with the fifth wheel. I didn't put the tri-drive on because there's really no point. Because the fifth wheel doesn't change. It's still over the back two axles. It'd be real tough getting some extra weight on there. Because I think the fifth wheel is even a little behind. Oh no, it's right about middle. But it'd be nice as, you know, you got a trailer with this kind of reach on the Jeep. Should get that fifth wheel move forward. Do wonders for load distribution on onto the truck and handling. And of course, we've got lots of capability to handle a little more weight on this front end. All we're doing is holding up the engine. Not really doing anything with all those axles up there, but thought I'd look at it anyway. This guy's going to have to wait a bit here. Oh, he's going to run into us. Oh, jeez. Didn't even try and stop. Well, good thing we got a big bumper on this thing. Yeah, so this trailer, see, I was worried about, I really want to get in that lane. We're going to knock over one sign anyway. Got a good look at everything when the light comes up. It loaded really fast, like, I mean, 45 minutes. So my usual extended time period to load didn't work in our favor this time. It's funny how that works. I'm sitting way too far back in the seat to get a good look at this. Do one of these, I guess. Oh, it doesn't do a shoulder check. Okay. The instrumentation's not too bad. It's got most of what you'd expect. The Z-Mod's 3406E here. I wonder if that engine's showing up. No. The Caterpillar engine that comes with it, or I think it might be a Slav Jerry. It shows up between the frame rails, but forgot what I was doing. But it seems really low, like for a truck that's like that. The engine shows up way down there. by the axle. The oil pan seems a little low. I guess I better start trying to make some time. Here comes the light. I guess if I was sitting up a bit, I could see the hood. Kind of got an idea where it is if I just tilt my head back. Or if I sit up my seat a bit. There we go. That's slouching. I got my seat too far back for how I usually sit. I usually get all slouchy, you know, a little bit in the seat. Steer's good. The steering is really good. It's not notchy or anything. I was all set to turn here. So I got pre-made equipment. I'm not quite finished the skin. They're out of Edmonton, Alberta. A heavy haul outfit. And when I was driving, I went to their yard, you know, a fair number of times to haul some things in and out. Usually counterweights or crane stuff, or sometimes some skids, pressure. Skids for compressor stations, and met them up in Cold Lake, Alberta for some stuff I had on for a heavy haul they were doing.
After 50 yards, turn right.
So that was a really cool trip, that one. I didn't travel up there with them. I got up there and then met their heavy load up there. And went in with following a remote controlled, like rear steered Jeep or Stinger. Like it was a great big trailer. There's a pump shack on it, big one. It was pretty neat. The guy's walking ahead of me. Yeah, he's just walking behind the trailer, steering it as we went through fields, and you know, they had to take down fences because there was no gates out there that were big enough, and so they were taking down gates as we went through and then putting them back after we got through. We just went through at a walking pace, and they had quite a crew. So anyway, it's kind of cool. When I first moved to Edmonton, the first place I lived, one day I get up and there was a sports field across the street, and there was a pre-made, it was the first pre-made truck I'd ever seen. It was a K100 with, it was either a V12 or a V16 Detroit in it. I just remember the engine really well because it was sticking out the back of the cab, and caught my attention. I went out and had a look. But it's so long ago, I don't remember. The mono was sticking out. It could have been a 16-cylinder, but it was, heavy haul, and the Kenworth was pulling a great big float, and they had some big honking piece of equipment there. See, this trailer doesn't turn worth a darn. With that, look at that gap between.
After 100 yards, turn left.
That's a real waste of space. Here, we get a look at it from. We got to go up there to those cones. Yeah. So get a load of this. We're probably gonna wipe out that cone on the inside. Try not to. Oh, let's see how it turns here. No, I guess we're not gonna. But we went extremely wide there. Cool looking truck though. It's a Jaspers wheel pack there. So, man, I'd like to finish the skin for the video, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. Because it took, here's the beef. Where's the beef? Well, here it is. The templates for all of the Borman stuff. Oh, he's coming right out there. All the Borman stuff I got so far, like the best one so far is the Pete 337 roll-off. I haven't checked the, I got the Freightliner FLT cab over, which is a really cool looking truck. It's a beta. But the template on this truck is brutal. Brutal. This may be the only skin I ever do for it, because I found it was extremely messed up. Like, it's, you know, these guys, I got to give Borman a shout out in that I don't know much about them. The guys in the Discord have told me about them, and the truck's pretty nice. It's good. It's still missing a lot of options. I think it's got a lot, you know, quite a ways to go. Like the trailer doesn't have taillights on the Jeep, or even finished back there, really. No option to put fenders or mud flaps on the Jeep. So there's things that, you know, I think are work in progress kind of thing. And that may well be that this is not really ready for prime time yet. But the template, oh my God. It's so out of whack, it's not even funny. Yeah, this thing really turns wide, or it drags the trailer right through the intersection. So just to point out some of the things, like the stripe across the hood is at a different scale than the sides. The back stripes are vastly different scale than the sides. So it just takes forever to get something done with it, to get, you know, to get the stripes to line up. I got them lined up pretty good. You know, like all things considered and how long it took me for a simple skin, because this is one of the simpler skins I do. It's one of the very first ones I did too, way back. I think for the Viper 379. And anyway, yeah, it just took forever. And I got the max cab to do. And I started on it. I got the most of a skin for it, but I haven't got to lining it up yet. And I'm just not looking forward to it. And on top of all that, I didn't see the stripe going across the back of the sleeper when I put it on the template. So it doesn't look finished. So that's a bummer. So, but the steering is really nice. Like, it steers like, you know, how we were always going on about the rolling truck steering so good. This steers like that, or Dom's. Steers nice. So by that I mean it's not notchy. It just moves a little bit. You don't feel the wheel grabbing at anything, or it's just smooth. Ooh, what's going on up here? Oh, we've delivered to this place before. We're gonna blow through here to right in. Oh, it was a red light. Oh, I didn't even see that till the last second. There's the police. Hello. Hey. Wonder. I wonder if Schulenburg is up ahead. Yeah, I wonder. I think of where we are. But the detail on the chassis is pretty nice. So I bought so I got the Western Star pack from them. So it has this truck and a set forward axle 4900 that I haven't even looked at yet. I got the white, it's equivalent to a Mustang, a white Mustang from back in the 40s, I guess. Ooh. It's a Model 22. My brother had one for playing around with quite a while ago. And it was a white Mustang. It looks identical. That gas pot 6-cylinder and a 5 and 2, I believe, in the one he had. If I remember correctly, it had a flathead 6 in it. Gas. But anyway, it's the template's a mess on that thing. So I've spent so far about a day and a half getting almost nowhere. I got fed up with the white. I got real close to getting the old school skin on it, but I got so many little things left to do. I was getting just fed up. And it's all backwards. So when you're looking at the template, you got, well, let's see how to go. It was driver's side, passenger side, but you're looking at the inside of the passenger side. So if you put something on the door on what you think is the driver's side, it's really the inside. So you have to put it on backwards. The script is backwards. And when you do anything on that side of the template, then you go look at it on the truck. Well, that was the passenger side. When you think you're working on the driver's side, so it's flipped. It's goofy. And then the cab is back to back, but the two halves don't line up. And when we're talking about skins, there's a skin pack that comes with this truck, but it's all camo. It's just military camo stuff. So proves to me that they I don't know, did they try and put stripe paint jobs on it and went, oh, that's really hard. How do you do stripes on this truck? And they just gave up, and so they included like 10 or 12 or something more variations on a camo theme, because they can just go anywhere, it doesn't matter. And I'm kind of wondering if that's why it's got a camo paint job pack and nothing with stripes. But, you know, might think I'm being picky, but I'm just being honest, and my whole gig is skinning trucks, so, you know, that's what I notice. And, you know, you may think, oh, well, you got some stripes on there now. You'll be able to do more stripe paint jobs and it won't be a big pain in the neck. But it will, just because of the different scale everywhere. But other than that, you know, it's too bad because I like the truck. But look at some of the detail when we get where we're going. It's got all the air tanks. The air tanks are all by the brakes, which is kind of interesting. It's got the, you know, the grenade pins, like the pull pins on the bottom of the tanks for letting the, draining the moisture out at the end of the day. Oh, shoot, I wasn't supposed to turn here. Oh, now we're in a heap of trouble. Oh. Well, let's see if we can turn this thing around on this block here. Good thing there's no... Oh, wow, you know what? I wonder... I should just keep going. I wonder who's going to go next. Are they going to let us go? We're all going, yeah, this guy's out of control. Whoops. Oh, I had the left... Oh, shoot. Wow, that was close. We had the left turn arrow. It was all legal, folks. More or less, except the U-turn. So anyway, yeah, you know, the truck's cool. Oh yeah, so air tanks. So that's one thing we don't have to do in the game is, you know, there's no maintenance really. And
Left.
at the end of the day,
50 yards, turn left.
you don't have to drain the air tanks because that's a daily thing.
Turn
If you've
left.
got a truck on air brakes, you got to drain the moisture of the tank, especially if you're in a humid area. What you do anyway, wherever you are, because compressed air builds moisture.
After 50 yards, exit left.
Any of you guys with a home air compressor know, you got to drain the water out, or you end up getting water in your air tools or spraying or whatever you're doing. And with the air tanks, you get water in there. That's your braking system. And it'll, if you're up here, like where it gets cold, that water freezes in the lines. Well, you never get your brakes released. So you gotta drain those tanks every day. So usually, like, I never had ones like I see on this. These have the pins you pull. They look like the pressure relief on an air compressor. You got that ring, and you pull on it, and it'll let all the air out of the compressor. The tank, compressor tank. But we'll get a look at that here shortly. The trailer must be real heavy. I probably should have put a bigger engine in here. I have to take this thing across the scale, or we might get pulled in. We know our load's 77. No idea what the truck weighs though, so I guess that's pointless.
After 50 yards, turn right.
Oh, what are we doing here? We'll stay in this lane.
Turn right.
Yeah, I don't know what the truck weighs, so it'd just be a big guess. So the white has a wrecker on the back, a wrecker body, 4x2 or 4x6, or sorry, 6x2, 6. Oh, let me get this straight. A 4x2 or a 6x2 or a 6x4 semi, like tractor trailer. It's got a big, like, express box, like a giant, you know, looks like a big pickup truck in the wrecker body. So that's pretty cool. And it's such a good looking truck. You'll see it shortly here. It's awesome looking. I always really liked them. And to see one in the game is pretty darn cool. And the Pete 337, which is kind of a city truck, like you see it on the front of body jobs, like a rigid chassis box truck. You'll see them all the time and wherever you are in the world. Well, North America for sure. And it's got a roll-off, and you get to lift the deck up and then roll it off, and you get old derelict cars on it. So I'll show you that. It's pretty cool, and I'll show you the FLT Freightliner, which I'm really eager to paint. I want to see how that thing paints. We got a few paint jobs, just dying to get on that thing. Yeah, getting the wave around. There we go, got this thing up to speed. Oh, gotta get a photo. Only got 18 miles to go. Better do it soon here. How about now?
Keep right.
I got carried away there and had to take a whole bunch of photos.
Exit right ahead. After 100 yards, turn right.
Oh, we're really getting pushed down that hill, so I think this trailer is really heavy. It's gonna be like job 3. I'm gonna have to weigh it. The interior's pretty nice. The seats are nice. See how we're doing on this corner here. Oh, yeah, we're good. I think I mentioned it's Jaspers wheels. There's a dump body and a 10 by 6 chassis for the dump truck. And there's a, what is it? Well, I guess it's a 10 by 6 for this as well, for the, with the fifth wheel.
Yards, turn right.
Yeah, get up, Brian. See the nose of the truck again here.
Turn right.
I want to see the pivot on the Jeep or the Stinger, because that's an area I think needs a little work there. See, it's just sort of not much definition or detail of that. Just a flat plate over. It's. I think it's something. You know, hopefully all this stuff. It's they're new and they're getting started, and I don't mean to rag on them because I'm certainly not. And I imagine it's something they're going to work on. What we got to do? Wow, got to go down there and turn around. Huh. I'll see if we can do it without getting in a heap of trouble. Well, that corner pole on that bollard on the scale is going to get wiped out, or the truck will, or we'll just catch it and stop, I think. Let's see what we do here. I have to get real close to this fence. Hopefully it has a big collision zone. That little red car over there is in some peril too. Oh, well, let's see. I'll try and miss this pole. How we doing? Oh, we're going to be fine. God dang it. I'm selling this thing short. Keep saying it's going to hit, you know, we're going to do get in trouble and we don't. See how far we have to stay in there for a while yet. I should about do it. Yeah, I'll have a look under the chassis of this thing. It's fairly impressive. I didn't look at the transmission yet. I looked at the diffs and stuff. All right. That's probably fair, you know, a little more realistic on the pay than, you know, pulling in and making $30,000 or something on a short trip. So let's jump underneath and have a look at this. Well, here, we can start looking at the outside, actually. We'll, oops. Oh, we got the high-speed thing going here. I was flying her just a while ago. So the outside looks pretty cool. It's got nice, you know, the tags on it, the labels. SB for setback, I guess. Nice detail there on the hood. Oh, it all looks really good. I think this, I wonder how this hood, which way it goes. Huh. I painted the front of those headlight surrounds like they're actually painted yellow, but you'd never know. And got a bunch of different bumper options. Not 100% sure on the chrome bolts everywhere. That's a little weird. And the front axle and steering knuckle and everything, the spindle, that all looks pretty good. Springs look good. It's got the drag link here. So let's check the steering if we can. So there's the steering box and the drag link. Down here we got the tie rod going across the other side. We got, those are steering dampers there. It's like a shock absorber. Keeps you from getting the, you know, the death wobble on the front end. The brake pots up there. So this detail here is really nice. See what the engine looks like. We put a KaD, a ZMod 3406E, and that don't look like it. So here's the transmission. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a box. Doesn't look much like an Eaton Fuller. Anyway, the one thing I noticed, there's no steering link from the front axle to this axle. So this one here is steered by magic. So, oh well, that's what it is. Another thing that kind of bugs me, that drive shaft is awful freaking long. That would twist off in a heartbeat. And not 100% sure about that diff cover. But the U-joint's nice detail on that. Look at that. And this is a stabilizer bar here, I think. Oh yeah, this is for the anti-roll bar. It's pretty cool. Very stout. Man, that's a strong one. So here's what I was talking about. See this ring? Looks like a grenade pin. You yank that, pull that, and it'll stay open until the air pressure in the tank drops. And it'll let the water out of the tank that collects from the compressed air. And look at the size of those brake pots. Oh my God. And so we've got the same, just goes, you know, over and over. And we're on, let's see, what do we got back here? What is the actual suspension? Oh, it's a walking beam? Oh, it's a walk. Oh, it's a. Oh, yeah. So it's a common leaf spring for both axles on that walking beam right there. Kind of like a Hendrickson, I guess. But anyway, it's all pretty nice stuff. You know, like there's different bumpers. I just got that simple one. So the way the exhaust is coming out from under the cab looks really good. The rear cab mount looks nice. So lots to recommend here. And, you know, I just hope they, that this is not a finished product, that they got, you know, they acknowledge they got more to do, I hope. So the trailer doesn't have quite the same level of detail. And I think this may be early days on this as well. But here's that thing. This is the, now you should have a tri-drive, another axle hanging out the back. And that fifth wheel up there, you got so much room in here, right there. But anyway, let's look at some of the other trucks. Stuff about this one. Let's do that. We'll go to company, truck manager. Let's look at that little white. We'll just hop in it. Oh, it's a cool little truck. I really like this. I like the vintage stuff, and like I say, my brother had one of these. This is the engine that came with it. I didn't look under this one yet either. Oh, yeah, it's really lacking in detail under here. Nothing like the other truck. Smarty's, no, I can't remember these Smarties. I think they might be the vintage 10-hole Alcoas. So to paint this thing, I haven't finished, like, you know, and once again, the scale on the back of the cab, totally different than the side. The scale on the hood, radically different. And it's pretty polygonal across there. And had to cook up some goofy way of getting the hood done. The glass doesn't appear to be in it. From the outside, it looks like there's no glass. And so there's lots of things that are weird. So I'm hoping it's a beta. Cool old truck, though. Oh, look at the stripes right in the middle of the door. What the heck's going on there? That might have been something I did. Got some litter up here. Gotta clear up. But the interior is all old times. Slav Jerry. His sweet engine Cummins. Yeah, sounds good. So, got different interior color options, and it's actually not bad. It's got animated window cranks. The glass, you can barely see it there, but you can. So, let's go real quick to truck dealers, and we'll look at the variants for this truck. Mod. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? It's not our Western Star, is it? Oh, it is, yeah. So look at the different chassis here. I think I made that. I haven't looked at the other ones with this paint job, so let's see what happens. Might be in for a rude surprise here. Oh, that's the chassis. Truck. Oh, yeah, that paint job doesn't work on there. Better. Well, that's kind of funky looking. Let's, oh. Yeah, see, the glass just doesn't appear. So, you can kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it just barely. So that's an interesting looking thing. Fat body pickup. The exhaust coming out underneath there. That would probably look good black. Yeah, much better. Okay, let's check the wrecker. There's the wrecker. Now, those rear fenders don't do it for me. You look a little weird, but it's kind of a faithful rendition of a wrecker. Let's see, where's the winch? Oh yeah, the cable goes down. Down over there, down there. So it goes up, comes back, goes around and down. So lots of strength there. Interesting. So you can get loads with it and haul stuff. So anyway, let's go check out the, I don't want to confirm that. Let's look at the, what else we got? Here we got the cab over. I think I already bought one and outfitted it, so let's look at that. I just painted it solid color, but I dolled it up a bit. So this is a good looking truck. I like that. Got the modern Freightliner wheels on it from Retro. Got a green leaker under there, the old Detroit green from the two-stroke. We'll look at the interior in a sec. So this is a beta. There's really no options. This is what you get. Might be able to paint the tanks. Nope. It's just pretty much not much for options. So the interior view, the dash is pretty cool. There is, oops. Is there, no, there's no option, no selection for anything. Vintage stand interior, that's all you get. Hobbs, the Hobbs meter, that's your hour meter. But yeah, this could be a good, really good truck. It's, it looks good. Nice. There's only the one chassis and everything right now, but well, I can think of a few paint jobs to throw on this thing. That'll be cool. Okay, let's have a look at the Peterbilt. We'll hop in. We'll drive this so I can show you the roll-off. So, let's get out of here. Not sure what I got for an engine here. Might just be whatever came with it. Don't know. Now, this has got funny shadows. Oh, I noticed that on the white too. I forgot to point that out. The white has funky shadows. So anyway, what we do, if we, oh, wait a minute. We want to, so this is driver's window down. Let's get rid of that map thing. And then we'll do passenger's window down. Cool if it went a little slower. And then passenger's window up. Driver's window up. So that's pretty cool. And I was able to put a paint job on this without too much trouble. It wasn't too difficult. Just the goggles paint and chrome. I didn't know what else to do. I just wanted to throw some paint on it and try it out. Let's have a look at the inside. We'll drive it around. Maybe we can get some sun on the dashboard here. Oh, I have no idea what transmission I have in here. We're not going to get any sun in here? So much for that. Oh, that's weird. We're just going in this. Okay, well, let's, oh, there's a bit coming in here. Let's change the time of day. Set time to, let's go 1600, maybe 17. That'll be 5 o'clock. What? What's going on here? That's weird. Anyway, now we can see the dash a bit. So it's got an automatic on the Vondraghen thingy there on the dashboard. That's cool. I like it. It's interesting. So, and then let's get out of here. Truck dealers. We've got Western Star. So this is what we're driving. And on this one, we've got this Max. So this sleeper, when I go to paint this, the stripe ends here. Nothing goes across the back. So, and you could do the Mercury sleeper. Good look. Love those old Mercuries. We could go 10x6. So it'd be kind of cool if this fifth wheel moved ahead. Then you could make use of that big neck on the Jeep. 3 powered axles all at the back there. Once again, well, that drive shaft looks a little better. It's a little heavier here anyway, but it should have a, 3 parts to it to go that far. Let's see what else we got. Let's jump out of here. I haven't even looked at the this truck here. Oh no, an older one. Yeah, the older version of this. I painted one of these once. My God, when I did my Louisville, painted one for another guy at the company. He wanted his done too. Lomax. Oh, that's kind of weird. A little too new for me. So, what about options? Let's look. Grill stock. What is the grill stock? That's the exhaust. Yeah, so this is not ready for prime time. This is going to be some kind of beta. Everybody's just called grill. Oh, that isn't. Got for lights. Usual. Don't know why you'd have bullet lights on something like this. It's kind of a bit more modern. Looks like the same cab that we've got on the 69. I guess it probably is in real life too. Air ride suspension. So I think that about wraps it up. Oh, trailers. I got a bunch of trailers. Let's get out of here. Over here. Here we go, trailer purchase. I haven't even looked at these yet, so we're going to do it together. Wow. Oh, man, I took some pictures today. Parked beside my house was a big scissors deck like this. I took some good photos of it with the Kenworth pulling it. He was dropping off some paving equipment. They're repaving the community center up the street. And they picked parking beside my house on the side street to offload it. Yeah, it was a lot heavier duty than this one at the front. It had a big winch on it. But the scissors neck here, see, this whole thing can come flat. But the one had like a Landau rear on it here with the sliding, like a triple axle. It would slide way up ahead, and then that lowers the trailer. So now all the wheels are way up here. Just naturally lowers the trailer down at the back. Really neat. Oh, this has rollers on it too. It's funny, the rollers don't go right across. See, like that one. Weird. Okay, let's see what else you got. Oh, a logging trailer. It's this is about one length, 4 bolster. That's it, 42 footer. Give it a shot of paint here so it doesn't look so weird. Yeah, it's air ride. Oh. What kind of options it has. So all this stuff, like, it's not very expensive. Like, I've got, how many trucks do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 trucks, and these trailers and the one we were just pulling. So 3 trailers, 8 vehicles for like $112 or something. They're on sale. This is 30% off. So if you want volume, and I just hope and pray that these guys are putting out a bunch of stuff, but they're not going to just move on, that the shortcomings are going to get fixed, and they're going to really do something about getting serious about the templates. Because like I say, that's a bummer for somebody who's, like me, that just want to paint stuff. So where was that other? Here's the big one. It's the 5th wheel on this one, or the Kingpin. Yeah, it's pretty far ahead too. But that'd be cool for like a Rudis truck or whatever. Like, there are some mod trucks that you put the 3 axles on, and you get the you need that kingpin up there. So this could really work for some of those. The standard lowboy, the drop neck. And on couples, goes in on these pins. So this drives away with the truck, and then these flip down and you drive off and on. And then this is still attached to the truck, and you come on back and drive it onto these big pins and latch it and fire up your hydraulics. Should be ooh, wow, that's a little cylinder. Really? No. I usually have 2 great big freaking cylinders in here. Oh, well. Well, there we go. The 50-cent tour. Now, what are we in? Oh, yeah, this thing. Okay, well, we'll leave it here, guys. As always, really appreciate you following along. And we'll catch you on the next one. Probably look at these things a little more in depth, too, on the live stream on Saturday. And as for the skin, I got a tough decision to make because it's not... I'm going to take one more crack at it to get something to show up across the back of that max cab on the other chassis on that twin steer. And if I can't get it, I might just, well, put out a skin that only works on the day cab, and that'll be all I can do. So we'll see how that plays out. So don't look for a link in the video description because it won't be there. Still got work to do. So as always, take care. Catch you on the next one, and bye for now. And apologize for the lengthy video. But it was more than a drive. It was a bit of a review too. So anyway, take care.